Hi bitches, it's Bunny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello you guys, I am back. It feels like an extended vacation for me because I did miss last week, and I'm not gonna lie you guys, I had a kind of a rough week last week with my mental health, so I just took a break off the internet. I hope you guys will forgive me. Sometimes we just have to check out, and it was one of those weeks where I did really just have to find myself. Excuse my fucking dog, what the fuck are they doing? I do apologize to my subscribers. I know I've been promising every Sunday and it's going to be every Sunday. Today I just wanted to have a chill little sit down with you guys. I just wanted to kind of just smoke and just talk while I get ready to go. That's all I really want to do. I'm also gonna test out this new Morphe palette, the Morphe 39S, and I'm gonna give that a go and show you guys kind of what it's looking like. It's a very pretty palette and I was able to achieve this look with it. If you guys would like to see how I got this look, make sure you keep on watching and make sure you hit that subscribe button over here, become part of the family. I would love it and appreciate it so much. I mean, why not? You're here, you're watching, so you might as well subscribe. It's free, it does not cost. You can be part of something I call my home and I'm very proud of here, and I would love for you to join. So let's just get into it. I don't really have anywhere important to go today. I kind of just got bored and just wanted to have a sit down with you guys and just do some makeup because that's what I love to do, and I feel like YouTube is kind of going to shit, so I felt like what not a better time than now to just sit down with my subscribers and just chit chat and have a talk with you guys. I also just want to warn you ahead of time, you might hear some talking. I don't live in my house alone, and you try telling your mom to stop talking and stop living her life because mine doesn't give a fuck. First things first, I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize with this Murad oil control mattifier just before I put any makeup on my face. It's all about the base, y'all. It's really all about the base and the skin underneath the makeup to make your makeup last all day. And I'm just literally spraying that all over my face, especially in my dry spots because I get really dry right around my nose. I'm getting red. And I just like to pat it in because it gets it in the skin. Always pat up because, you know, when you go downwards you promote wrinkles and shit, and you know, we don't want no damn wrinkles. Next thing I'm gonna go in with a primer. I use this Cover FX pore filling primer just because I have an oily T-zone, so I just want to cover up that area of my face with a nice pore filling. I don't like the word pore filling because it sounds dirty to me, but a pore covering primer, but I guess the right term would be pore filling. Just kind of putting it everywhere that I know that I get oily. I'm just going in with my Born This Way foundation. This is totally my summer color, and I'm not my summer color right now because I actually just had a BBL, so I've been in the house a lot resting, so I'm actually pretty light and it's a little bit darker than me, but I tend to lean toward foundations that are a little bit darker than my face just because my legs and my arms get darker than my face, also because it tends to even out my skin tone. This is in the shade Sand. With this foundation, if you have oily combination skin like I do, less is more, honestly, truly, because it will get super oily throughout the day and it's not a very cute look. So I just would recommend that if you do put on this foundation, that you do go a little bit lighter around your nose and your T-zone if you do get oily, and if you get oily all over, then just go lighter on the foundation application because it is pretty full coverage, but it is also very skin-like, so it's not matte. I know Nikki's Tutorials sponge does this noise too, and people comment on it. It's like sponge ASMR. And if you see me catching off looking this way, I am looking into my magnifying mirror. Don't forget to go down the neck, girl, because we don't want no clocky. So do y'all want to have a conversation about the beauty community now that I'm like toasty? As toasty, I mean hi. So let's just talk about the beauty community in shambles right now. Can we talk about Jaclyn Hill's launch? You guys, what the actual fuck is that? Now, how in the hell do those have hairs growing out of them? How? I just don't understand how that happens. And then to me, her response was just so non-professional. Always get the ears, white gloves. Really, why would you ever in a million years have a production site wearing white gloves? That just is common sense to me, that if you're gonna wear white gloves, it's going to shed off onto your product. I think she should recall all of it. I don't have a problem with Jaclyn Hill. I actually don't even mind Jaclyn Hill. I like Jaclyn Hill. But to me, she should be a lot more professional and recall her product, because it's definitely not up to standard. Sorry, somebody's here. I don't know who it is either. I'm smoking Cheerios. I don't even know. I think it's by Dang Vape, and it's flavored Cheerios, and it's my favorite. Even though, like, well, Cheerios is a good cereal. I don't eat like cereal with like milk, so when I eat it, like, I like Cheerios. Does that make sense? Next thing I'm gonna go on with is my what the fuck? I'm so ratchet. I have a fucking hair in my fucking concealer. Going in with my Tarte Shape Tape. You know the drill. Everyone uses this at this point. It's like a cult favorite, if you will. Since I have a round face, instead of going in the normal triangle, I'm gonna keep it pretty close to my eye, just because when you do go down into that V shape that most people do, it does kind of make your face look shorter, and you're trying to make your face look longer if you have a rounder face like Moa does. Down the nose, this area right here, whatever, and then I'm gonna go right on the chin a little bit. As far as underneath my eyes go, I do let the concealer sit underneath my eyes for just a second. I promise you, don't get scared. Everyone gets scared when this happens. You can let it sit. It'll just kind of set a little bit more, make it easier to spread around, and you do get a little bit more coverage. I promise you'll be able to move it. Just let it sit. Don't let it sit for too long now, though, because I definitely have done that. I think the problem with YouTube is that people started getting paid. I really do just think that is the problem. Now that I have that blended out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with my contour, and this is the Pure Sculptor, and I use just the second to the darkest shade in here. I use this one right here. I use the Morphe M23. It's actually something I learned from Alyssa Ashley. I fucking love Alyssa Ashley. She also has kind of a rounder face, that when I do contour my cheeks, I do not go that low with it. I kind of keep it close to my sideburns, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have sideburns. I have sideburns. Don't drag it too far down, because what happens when you drag it too far down is really going to shorten your face. And like I said before, we are trying to elongate our faces and not shorten it. I think the issue with YouTube is that people started getting paid. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's absolutely amazing that nowadays you can hop on the internet and you can have a way to fully support yourself by doing something that you love. Totally don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But what I think the issue is with it is that now everyone does YouTube for the wrong reasons. You know, back in the day when you had to get on there, you didn't get paid, you know, so you had to do it solely out of passion, you know. That's something that you love to do. And then when people started getting paid, you know, they don't really know how to act. And you could tell that none of these damn people that are rich off the internet wasn't ever expecting to be rich, because they all don't know how to handle fame. You could tell that they was not expecting to get rich off of this. And now that they have the money, they just don't know how to handle and carry themselves. And I mean, it's really a hard situation, because while I think it is so great that people can come on here and make their dreams possible, I really do think that adding money to the platform made it a lot worse. I don't think it's as wholesome as it once was, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that thinks that. Some people, when they do their makeup, they black out their lips, like Nikki Tutorials. I know she blacks out her lips, but you guys, I can't do it. I feel like I look too weird without lips. We're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty powder just to set our eyes with, and I use shade Butter. I don't technically think that Butter is my shade, but I really like the lightness it brings to the eyes. It is what it is. And I'm just gonna go pat this underneath the eyes just to set it in place. And I'm just kind of gonna let that sit there while I do the rest of my face, because it keeps a barrier between the eyeshadow that's gonna fall off your eyelids and the top of your cheeks. And then I'm gonna take this part, this powder that's left over, I'm gonna put on my chin, my smile lines, my lips, my forehead, because girl, my teeth don't begin oily. She needs to be powdered. Now while I'm sitting here baking, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna contour my nose, my schnoz, and get it snatched, you know, because girl, I'll be having a long nose. I'm like, damn, girl. I'm going to connect where my eyebrow meets to my nose. My nose looks crazy now, but it's not going to. Trust the process, bitch. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush, or foundation thingy, and I'm just gonna dab where the lines are at. Now we're just going to bake the side of our nose, our schnoz. I literally hate editing makeup videos of me because I just spend so much time sitting here goofing off. Now I'm gonna go ahead real quick and I'm gonna go do my eyebrows off camera. Okay, so I just did my eyebrows and I am back and looking better than ever, may I just say. There's a ladybug on my floor. I'm not gonna kill it because I like ladybugs, but it's on my floor. So I was just having a staring contest with it. And that also, the fact that YouTubers get money now also ties in with the whole Jaclyn Hill situation. I think that's why it's very important for our subscribers, not our, but you know, YouTube subscribers, including me, I subscribe to these big influencers too. I think it's really important who we remember who we're giving our money to. Like the James Charles situation too that just happened, that shit is crazy too. It's important to remember who we're giving our money to at the end of the day. A lot of these YouTubers have affiliate links in their bios where you can just click them. You don't even know that you're giving them money, and you are. You just need to be very, very careful with who you are supporting. And that just goes back to the Jaclyn Hill situation, you know what I mean? In the fact that hundreds of thousands probably bought her product, and you know, they came with fucking mold holes in them and hairs and just ridiculous. So please, you guys, watch who you're supporting. If you did buy the lipsticks, don't use them. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for your body. I wouldn't even swatch them. It's not safe for any situation, honestly. So if you have them, just toss them away. Do with them what you will. Just please don't use them on your precious face that you only get once in your entire life. Don't do that. But yeah, it's just important that we keep in mind who we're supporting these days, who we're giving our views to, who we're giving our money to, and who we're giving our time to. Speaking about influencers and James Charles, we have a palette to review today. I'm playing with the Morphe 39S. It is modeled after the Artistry palettes, like the one that James has, and then I think Morphe also has one more. I haven't used this yet. I definitely have played in it. Haven't used it. This is what we got. It comes with one of these bullshit things again. I don't give a fuck about these, but I guess I'll hold on to it because last time I threw it and then you guys didn't know the names of the colors I was using, so I guess I'll just keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and powder the corner of my eyes just so we don't get any fallout on our cheeks. So the palette looks really pretty. This is like not hitting and it's kind of pissing me off. I'm just gonna turn it up or loosen it. Maybe it's too tight. That's what it was. It was too tight. That just went right to my fucking head. It's really nice outside, so I wanted to have a pretty bronzy look. But now that I'm looking at the palette, I think I want to go pink, which is totally a me thing to do. I always tell myself I'm going to do something so natural and then it's not ever natural. So I'm going to go right in with this really bright pink color. It's called Very Good. How fucking cute is that? She's pigmented. I don't like that word because I feel like between Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, like it's so pigmented. It's like, okay, I get it, it's pigmented. Going to apply this light pink color that's called Pink Prize. It's very pretty. I'm just going to use this color to buff out this, oh wow, a lot of color, to buff out this harsh edge. I was not expecting that. Okay, Morphe. I was gonna do like a cut crease, but it's like, who do I think I am? Who just needs a cut crease on a Wednesday afternoon? Like, I don't need one, so I'm not gonna do that. Next, I'm just gonna take the dark purple shade. It's called Make It Rain. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. It's so sad what we're doing to the planet, you guys. Do y'all ever be thinking about that? We gotta do better. Like, I've been seeing so many posts about global warming and just like such sad photos, which is definitely, I'm not mad because I think it's what people need, you know. Me and someone I'm close to were just talking about this a couple of days ago. Like, You know, it's so hard to get people to stop littering because, you know, while me and you, the common person, say that we're gonna stop littering, there's always gonna be assholes in the world that aren't gonna stop, you know? And it's so unfortunate. And honestly, we're terrible for the earth. I love penguins. I like polar bears. I want them to have a home. They deserve to have a home like we deserve to have a home. And it's such a miracle to be alive, and the fact that we are ruining our one true place that we have to live is so just devastatingly sad, and we gotta do better. We gotta do better, you guys. We're gonna go in with a packer brush. This is what I'm thinking about putting on the lid. I'm gonna go in with this color. I'm not gonna cut the crease because I'm not playing like that bitch shitty. I'm not gonna cut it, but I'm gonna kind of cut it with this color. You feel me? But what it is, what's up? Got your nigga in the cut, goddamn. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? I'm so stupid. Now that I got that color packed on my lid, I'm gonna go in with this really purple color. It's called Amethyst Avenue. Ooh, that's pretty. So this palette claims to have these really new shades, and they're called toppers. Now we're gonna test it out, I guess. Let's just go for it. I'm gonna go on with a really pretty topper. It's called Oh Yes. Let me put it on my finger. Oh Yes. It's a really pretty iridescent. Oh my god, that's me so pretty. This really pretty iridescent color, and I'm gonna put it right where the pink meets the purple. Oh, so pretty. So damn pretty. So pretty. Okay, so now real quick, I'm just going to line my eye with an eyeliner. I'm not going to do a wing because I feel like this is so pretty on its own that it doesn't need a wing, but I'm just going to kind of make a black mark so I have somewhere to put my eyelashes at. Now real quick, I'm going to hop off screen here, do my other eyes, and we'll come back with lashes. Okay, I'm back and I'm with lashes and a little bit higher. So now we're going to dust off all of the shadows that got on our lower lash line and the powder that's there too. And I just use a fluffy brush for this, and then while I'm at it, I'll dust off my nose powder and then my cheek powder too. Now we're going to start to do the lower lash line, and for the lower lash line, pretty much just follow the same rules as the upper lash line, and it's just that simple. Oh my gosh. And then did you guys hear about the whole DMB Nation thing? How she had a baby, right? And then she called her baby, well, she looked down at her baby and she said something along the lines of, oh, I wish you had pretty eyes. Well, the internet freaked out over it because that's her baby. Who looks at their newborn baby, a blessing from God, you know, and says that it has ugly eyes. Whether they're brown or not, her eyes are beautiful. Who is to tell that newborn baby that her eyes are not good enough, that they're not pretty enough? Because apparently the girl, the mother, was hoping that she came out with blue eyes. Whole internet freaked out because they said that she was a colorist because she was judging her newborn baby's eyes. I think for the most part, people got over it, but they felt so bad for themselves that they tagged their own car with slang like colorist and bitch, and like I think there's like cunt on there and some other bullshit, and it was so fake. I don't know if he thinks all of his subscribers are idiots or if he just thinks that only kids watch his show, but some grown adults do watch your show, dude. And it was so incredibly fake that it was cringy. Then one of his niggas hopped on the phone and pretty much kept it a stack with him and was like, hey, like, I know that was a prank. Like, you was not being for real. Like, it's just too fake. Everyone knew it was fake. He pretty much freaked out on his homie because apparently his homie was supposed to lie for him. And he was butthurt because old boy ain't lie for him. But he was just gonna make himself look stupid though. Because the whole internet knows that shit ain't real. So it's like, what do you expect him to do? Like, he ain't gonna make himself look stupid because you look stupid. Who tags their own car because they feel bad for themselves? What people will do for some fucking money, G, is sad as fuck. All because they didn't want to be a colorist. And you are a colorist. Who are you to judge a newborn baby's eyes? Your newborn baby's eyes, you feel me? Oh boy is a narcissist. And that just leads back to how I told y'all. Be careful who y'all give y'all money to. Now that we got our lower lash line done, I'm going to go in my inner corner and pop some color on that mug. I'm going to go in with this color. It's called Perfection, and that's what I'm using for my inner corner highlight, I guess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a bronzer, the butter bronzer, with a bronzer brush from Morphe. And I'm just going to dust that around my face. And I'm just bronzing myself up so we don't look so flat. Because right now we're looking flat like that. And I know I got hair on my forehead, but I'm just going to dust my forehead or whatnot. And then for an even bronzier beat, I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl True Blend bronzer. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I just want to shimmer myself up a little bit. I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm going to use this Be Matte blush, and I'm going to use this really pretty, like, it's called Fresh Melon. It's like a muted rose color. We're looking like a bad hoe. We're looking like a bad hoe. Now that we're looking all rosy and cute, and you're looking like a snack, a dessert, a whole meal, a feast, the fuck is she talking about? We're gonna go in and we're gonna highlight, you feel me? And because I said I'm going for the bronzy look, I'm gonna use a mix of Glow Getter. This one, oh my god, this palette has been loved, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. But I'm gonna use Glow Getter and 143. 143 is a little dark for me and be beautiful. It's for darker skin tones, but it's a little bit dark for me, so I'm just gonna mix it in with some Glow Getter, and that's like my perfect shade, I feel like. I'm just gonna go in real quick with this Morphe. It's a highlighting palette, but I don't really give a fuck about the highlights. I like the finishing powder in here. It really brightens up underneath the eyes, so it's just a banana color. Now I'm gonna go apply my lips off the screen real quick, and then I'll be right back. Distract me. Is the finished look. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a thumbs up. I would really love if you would hit that thumbs up button for me. I really enjoyed just sitting down today and chilling with y'all while I got ready. I think it was kind of therapeutic to just sit here and talk about everything that's been going on the internet, especially in the beauty community and on YouTube just in general, because things have been crazy and I think everyone needed just a chill little break from all of that mess, just to come down to earth again. I am so glad that I get to call YouTube one of my many homes where I can come and just be myself and just talk to you guys and do makeup and do what I love and get away from the real world, because at the end of the day, this is just the internet, and I think we all do need to remember that this is not real life. And at the end of the day, we can shut our computers and go back to being in the real world. And I really love that I can hop on here when I need it and talk to you guys, and you guys make me feel better. And yeah, I just think it's important that we don't take the internet too seriously. Obviously, you know, we get really caught up into it, but this is not the real world. I just feel super blessed to come on here and call you guys a home, and I love you guys so much. Make sure that if you enjoyed watching this video that you hit that subscribe. Leave me a comment on how you feel the palette performed if you guys end up liking it. Also leave me a comment about all of the tea that's been going on in the beauty community. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on it because this shit is crazy. I really enjoyed getting high with you guys today and doing makeup. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day.